I want to thank everybody for watching Crypto Revolution. We talk about everything crypto daily, jumping right into the market. Today in crypto, Bitcoin daily chart breakdown of this descending triangle. Measured move down here, $12,000. Now, will we get, there's a possibility of some bullish divergence if this pattern breaks out on the smaller term time frames. The stock market's booming, and the ES1, I'll show you like a 5-minute chart of Bitcoin, and ES1 is taking off, but Bitcoin lagging behind. So we're going to talk about some ideas that you need to know. There's some crazy news, and it's FUD, but then it got deleted. Was a tweet, pretty crazy stuff by a billionaire, deca billionaire in this market. So we're going to talk about that. But again, the bulls need to break out of this on the lower term time frames. We're going to zoom in. Otherwise, again, can you get a bounce up here and then a bearish rejection and then see 12,000? Sure. But will it happen like that, or will you just roll over? This is the Bitcoin 5-minute chart, and I posted this in group, and I said, hey, Bitcoin move is coming. I'll show you right here. Posted in group, Bitcoin move is coming. Okay, here's the move. Now, you need this desperately. The bulls need a bullish retest of this level for upside continuation. Litecoin's been on fire. You still have a pretty solid, again, if Bitcoin takes off, Litecoin's got some upside. Remember, Litecoin halving is coming next year. But again, it all starts here. There's long ideas happen with Bitcoin price action moving higher. Bitcoin CME futures, if we look at this chart, we talked yesterday about an idea where you could get some downside continuation and a bounce based on this bullish divergence, and you did get a bounce. And then you got double bullish divergence and a double bottom, and you got this breakout. Seemingly some volume came in, but right here, all the sellers are right here, right? All the sellers are stacked right here. So again, Bitcoin bulls have a ton of work. If the Bitcoin bulls can break 16,875, then you're going to look for range high tests. Otherwise, you're coming down. A lot of downside potential. Range low 14,920 is in the cards. I've got some amazing shout outs to give in my trading group. This person banked $7,000 so far on a trade. This person said, Chris, I remember when you took me from 5 digits to 6 digits to 7 digits, and she was looking for 8 digits. $10 million in crypto. Let's do the math. She didn't even know how to trade. I talked to her on the phone once. Super nice young lady. And she took the group and she ran with it. And there's a point in life where you have to decide, hey, you know what? I want to be different than everybody else, and I can help you. I can give you this skill set. I can teach you these ideas. This person, he essentially was able to quit his job. Been unemployed since January 2020. The past 2.5 years, he made more than he made in the last 13 years while he was working. Then he got a job offer and he declined. The group changed my life, and I'm very grateful for everything. It's banging. What do you think this makes me feel like? I've got pictures hung everywhere in my office now. These ideas. This person, he went on a trip, and looks like he's having a better time than me because I probably haven't shaved in 5 days, and I've been starts out with $1,200, goes on vacation, and he ends up with $19,000 while he's on vacation, popping champagne. Crazy. Here it is, Black Friday discount. Everybody's been waiting for it. The cheapest membership fees ever to get into the group. The group pays for itself. It's no brainer. $200 off plus 60% off if you pay for 6 months or 12 months in crypto. The biggest savings of the year. We're going to run this through this weekend. Black Friday discount. Jump on it. If you are not making a ton of money in this market, or you're losing money, let me help you. To make sure you're in the best setups, period. Go over to my website, cryptorev.net. Join. If you have any questions about joining, send me an email, cryptobitcoinchris@gmail.com. Banger after banger after banger. Remember, you've got the FOMC meeting minutes coming 2 p.m. tomorrow. And so what this is going to be, this has already happened, right? FOMC meeting basically was when the Fed raised the rates, 75 basis points. Now, we want to know, okay, are they hawkish? Are they, all the words verbatim are going to be laid out in text form. and that's called the meeting minutes. Okay, and so everybody's in the market, the stock market, is going to be looking for ideas where, okay, what's the Fed going to do next? If you see a 50 basis point rate hike out of the Fed that's less than the 75 basis point that you've seen time and time and time again, right? If they can pull off a soft landing, there's major reversal ideas for the stock market. Now, will Bitcoin follow? And we're going to talk about that in just a second. So CoinMarketCap comes out and they said, hey, we're adding new exchange reserves data, much needed. I want to see how much the exchange have in reserves, and I want to see what their liabilities are, right? Because, you know, like a bank, banks do fractional lending, right? Exchanges, I mean, essentially they use some of the money, especially like on the earn when they're trying to pay 8% or 7% or 6% rates back to people that are investing in the earn features or the high yield hodl funds. They're using the money to obviously make more than that amount, right? And so a lot of those have folded. And so it's cool to see this is at least a start in the right direction. Exchange reserves data. You can go CoinMarketCap, check it out. When I went there, it didn't give you the exact, you didn't see a Merkle tree. So a Merkle tree is a breakdown of exactly where all the crypto is being held, the addresses and whatnot. And so, you know, we have seen, and I'll show you in just a second, some, well, actually, we'll go there now. So Binance, Kucoin, Bitfinex, OKX, Bybit, Crypto.com, Huobi have proved their solvency based on these ideas. Obviously, there's some missing exchanges here. And so one of them is Coinbase. And so what's interesting is today, CZ came out, and this tweet was deleted right after it was posted. He said, so Coinbase custody holds 635,000 Bitcoin for Grayscale. 4 months ago, Coinbase had less than 600,000 Bitcoin. Stating news reports, not making any claims. This guy is a billionaire for a reason. He's trying to run him into the ground. Could you imagine Coinbase folding and everybody having to go to Binance US? Not saying that this is going to happen. And then Binance came out, CZ, and he said, Brian Armstrong, who's the CEO of Coinbase, right? He said, he just told me the numbers, the articles are wrong. CZ deleted the previous tweets. Let's work together to improve transparency in the industry. But what kind of seed does this plant in people that are on Coinbase, right? Immediately, there's some doubt, there's some fear, there's some FUD. I normally don't cover this stuff, but it's like we've been nailing. We nailed Luna on a Luna short. We nailed FTT on an FTT short. We nailed the whole FTX downfall. We nailed it a few days prior. And so, hey, just putting this out there, there's some doubters. Glassnode is going to be probably the best place to check this out. And really, it's up to Brian Armstrong of Coinbase. If you have what you say you have, show us. Show us the deposits. Show us the Merkle tree. Show us where your accounts are at, and show us the addresses. Okay, that's all I'm saying is I'm challenging you to be very open with what the actual reserves are. What do you have? This is the ES1. This thing has been banging. And so previously, for months and months and months and months, we used to trade based on what the ES1 is doing. And ES1 breaks out of this bull. This is a bull flag. Breaks out after this double bottom, and it's been parabolic gains. You go back and look at Bitcoin, and Bitcoin's just like moving sideways and struggling to retest. So what does this mean? If Bitcoin can't work higher and this breakout fails, like the ideas of correlation for Bitcoin and the stock market are obviously a lot different, which we've already talked about. We kind of planned on it. So I'm going to show you the DXY. It's our backup plan, right? So when the dollar index is strong, hurts crypto and stocks. And so we're going to look at the dollar in just a bit. And zoomed out, if you look at the ES1, again, this is stocks, right? Stocks breaking out. Now you're coming to this inflection point. Previously rejected, previously rejected, previously rejected. Here you are. Is the stock market about to break out and start to rally based on this idea? I mean, it put in a low, a high, and a higher low. It's in an uptrend. So let's see what happens. Ethereum, we talked about the bulls need to regain this level or more downside. And you got a double bottom with bullish divergence. And so I posted the short idea, and we completely nailed this for all the targets right here. Even if you're just doing 3x trades on something like this, on these easy short coins we trade, you're up 24% on Ethereum short that I posted. We talked about this bounce idea earlier. I posted in the group where Bitcoin had some bullish divergence, and you did get the bullish divergence bounce and breakout for Ethereum, and so you have some upside, but can it break this next level higher? It's definitely a ton of work for the bulls to do, to start putting in higher highs and higher lows. And so at this point, Bitcoin bulls, you got to show me something different. So MATIC, we talked about a bearish idea where this thing could break lower, and it did. And on a 3x short, you got 30% profits out of this. Now, if this comes up here and you get a bearish retest, you're looking for more downside. This has to come up here and break back into the pattern to completely nullify any downside ideas. Otherwise, you're opening up shorts. And so we're watching Bitcoin. Now, indicators are pointing to ideas where, hey, this thing bounces and continues higher, but it's this trend line where it's been bouncing, and then lost support. So it's got to break up in here to nullify downside ideas. Okay, so pay attention. MATIC, Solana, all the sellers are stacked right here. Will this be a huge bear trap? Imagine how many people are short on Solana right now. Okay, so I mean, it's real simple. Chart this out. If you get a breakout retest and regain this level, shorts, the bears are going to get punished. But if you get a bearish retest, so we're just waiting for the signal. We're waiting on Bitcoin to show us the direction of the move. DXY here, I think this calls the move. Watch this. So we talked about how shoulder, head, shoulder, right? Well, the DXY breaks out, confirms this move, okay? But now you've got a bullish flag, and it's retesting potentially. If it loses this level, I'm looking for Bitcoin upside. If it bounces, I'm looking for stock markets and crypto to take a hit. Now, these are the ideas that have been working previously, but again, the change is Bitcoin is not following the ES1 like it has been, right? Stock market, crazy, parabolic scribble. Mind this mess we've got going on everywhere here. You get it. You get the point. I mean, look at stock market booming and Bitcoin, no volume, weak breakout. Like, what's happening here? Bitcoin's had its own epic drama trilogy that is just making most people sick, because it's amazing to see the downfall and crash of cryptocurrency base. And that's just how bear markets work, right? And when do what's the absolute bottom for Bitcoin? I'll tell you. It's when you run out of sellers. When there's no one else selling Bitcoin, Bitcoin bottoms. And that's how it works. This market, Max Pain, it's called Max Pain for a reason. So again, I'll get you guys updated tomorrow. Thanks so much. Remember, Black Friday deal, $200 off, all new member discount, $100 off if you're already a member. You want to extend your membership early in the group. Huge discounts all across the board for Black Friday. Banging. Thanks so much.